You ever try to carry a brick in your waistband during summer? Yeah, me neither. But some of y'all are out here strapping full-size pistols like it's a John Wick cosplay. Look, I love a good 9mm just like the next guy. But let's not pretend size doesn't matter, especially when you're printing like a newspaper in a tight t-shirt. That's where 380 ACP comes in hot. It's lighter, easier to manage, and modern 380s have come a long way. With advancements in design, 380 pistols now offer real-world reliability, better ergonomics, and even higher capacity in smaller, lighter packages. That means easier carry, smoother draw, and way less punishment on your hands, especially for newer shooters or folks with weaker grip strength. Add in better ammo options than ever before, and 380 starts looking a lot more serious. If you're sleeping on 380 for your EDC, consider this your wake-up call. I've got 10 compact 380 carry guns that absolutely deserve your attention in 2025. Some are budget beasts, others bring the bougie, but every single one is worth a spot on your shortlist. Let's get into it. Kicking off the list at number 10, we've got a brand new player that's smooth, smart, and surprisingly easy to run, the Walther PD380. Walther built this gun for folks who want comfort, confidence, and control in one clean little package, and it delivers. Let's start with the basics. 380 ACP, 9-round capacity, and a double-action, single-action hammer-fired setup, something that's getting harder to find in today's striker-dominated world. But here's where it shines. Ease of use. The slide is ridiculously easy to rack. I mean, one finger easy. That makes it a game-changer for shooters with limited hand strength, new carriers, or anyone tired of wrestling with tough slides. In double action, the trigger is smooth with a steady pull. Switch to single action, and you get a crisp, predictable break that gives you confidence with every shot. Recoil, virtually non-existent. Compared to snappy micro 9mm, the PD380 feels like shooting a warm-up gun. Follow-ups are faster, tighter, and more controlled. Controls are user-friendly too, with a paddle-style mag release and an ambidextrous safety Choksh decocker, giving you flexibility without overcomplicating things. This isn't your high-cap tactical blaster. It's a refined, purpose-driven carry gun for folks who prioritize comfort, shootability, and real-world practicality. Is it going to win over the caliber snobs? Probably not. But for beginners, seniors, or anyone who just wants a soft-shooting 380 that doesn't feel like a compromise, the PD380 might just be the most underrated new carry gun of the year. Now this is how you do a version 2. The Bodyguard 2.0 isn't just a facelift. It's a full-on performance upgrade that finally makes this pocket pistol worth carrying. Smith & Wesson ditched the old-school double-action setup and brought in a striker-fired system with a flat-faced trigger that breaks clean around 4 pounds. Translation? Way smoother pulls and tighter groups on target. They also redesigned the grip with aggressive texturing, giving you solid control even with sweaty hands or when shooting rapid-fire. And here's a nice surprise. It now comes with a 10-round mag, plus an optional 12-rounder, in a gun that's still just 5.5 inches long and under 15 ounces loaded. That's legit firepower for something that basically disappears in your waistband. The sight's got a glow-up too. A high-vis front paired with a blackout rear makes for fast, intuitive alignment. It's quick to draw, easy to conceal, and built to be carried hard without complaining. Now, it ain't perfect. The slide can be stiff out of the box, and some users say the trigger safety rubs the finger raw after long sessions. And yeah, it can be picky with certain ammo when brand new. But once it's broken in, it runs like a champ. The Bodyguard 2.0 takes a May gun and makes it mission ready. If you need a lightweight 380 that doesn't cut corners, this one deserves a serious look. This small guy is one of those guns you pull out at the range and immediately get the reaction. It's compact, classy, and clearly inspired by the 1911 DNA. But make no mistake, this thing isn't just for show. It's a real-deal concealed carry piece that brings premium feel to a pint-sized frame. Let's start with the build. The Micro 380 is an aluminum frame, single-action pistol that mimics the ergonomics and controls of a 1911. That means you get a crisp trigger, manual thumb safety, and excellent tactile feedback, all in a pistol that weighs around 13.4 ounces unloaded and is just under 6 inches long. It's smooth, slim, and fits comfortably in everything from a pocket holster to a sleek appendix rig. The trigger pull is light and predictable, ideal for quick, accurate shooting under pressure. Combine that with well-machined internals, solid reliability, and top-tier finishes. We're talking everything from stainless to rose gold slide options. And it's easy to see why this one's a favorite among folks who want style and performance in one package. Now, is it perfect? No gun is. The Micro 380 demands a bit of a break-in, and you'll want to run high-quality ammo for best results. Also, with its smaller grip and 6+1 capacity, it's not exactly built for firefights, but that's not what it's for. This is a concealment tool for someone who wants refinement and function in a compact, elegant package. The Kimber Micro 380 is smooth, accurate, and stylish as hell. It's the gentleman's, or gentlewoman's, carry pistol, but it'll still do the job when things get ugly. The name says it all, EZ, because this pistol was built to make life easier. The Shield EZ 380 is Smith & Wesson's answer to the "I want a gun that's easy to operate, easy to shoot, and easy to carry" crowd. And spoiler alert, it nails it. Whether you're a new shooter, someone with weaker hand strength, or just tired of fighting with stiff slides and crunchy triggers, this thing is a game changer. Right off the bat, the slide is butter smooth. Seriously, it racks easier than pretty much anything else in the category, and that alone makes it ideal for folks who struggle with traditional micro-compact actions. Add in a grip safety, optional manual thumb safety, and a clean, light trigger, and you've got a pistol that's both user-friendly and confidence-boosting. Capacity sits at 8+1, which is solid for a gun this size, and the grip is just long enough to get your whole hand on it. No dangling pinkies here. It's compact but not tiny, with an overall length of 7 inches and a weight around 18.5 ounces unloaded, giving it a bit more shootability than some of the featherweights on this list. And let's talk shooting performance. Recoil is minimal, making it a pleasure to train with and super quick on follow-up shots. The EZ design also makes cleaning and takedown straightforward. No tools, no stress. Are there sleeker carry options? Sure. But when it comes to comfort, control, and day-in, day-out reliability, the Shield EZ 380 checks a lot of boxes. It's not just easy, it's smart. For anyone who wants a 380 that doesn't fight you every step of the way, this one's a no-brainer. If discreet is the name of your carry game, the Car CW 380 is your ace in the hole. This pistol doesn't show off, doesn't try to impress, it just works. At just 10.2 ounces unloaded and less than 5 inches long, it's smaller than most smartphones and lighter than your wallet after range day. Perfect for pocket carry, ankle rigs, or ultra-minimalist setups where size and weight actually matter. Despite its size, the CW 380 packs serious quality. The double-action-only trigger is classic car, long, smooth, and deliberate. That might throw some people off at first, but once you get used to it, it's shockingly shootable. And yes, unlike a lot of pocket 380s, it actually locks open on the last round, a feature that feels like a small miracle in this class. The build quality is solid, with a precision-machined stainless slide, polymer frame, and surprisingly decent factory sights. It doesn't come loaded with bells and whistles, but everything that is there serves a purpose. Reliability is strong, especially after a proper break-in. Car recommends about 200 rounds. Treat it right, and it'll run like a sewing machine. Downsides? Yeah, it's a little snappy, but that's the trade-off for something this small. The slide can be stiff out of the box, and it doesn't love cheap ammo. But again, we're talking about a micro pistol that vanishes into your pocket. Some sacrifices are part of the deal. The CW 380 is for serious carriers who need a true subcompact 380 that prioritizes concealment over comfort. It's not flashy, but it disappears when you need it to, and shows up when it counts. If you're looking for a 380 that doesn't feel like you're shooting a tic-tac launcher, let me introduce you to the Walther PK380. This thing brings full-size feel to a compact caliber, and for some of us, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. While most 380s try to be as small as physically possible, The PK380 says, "Nah, I'd like to be shootable. Thank you very much." At just over 6.5 inches long and around 18 ounces unloaded. It's bigger than the rest of this list, but that size pays off big time in the recoil department. The blowback action is balanced out by that longer barrel and grip, giving you ridiculously soft recoil for a 380 ACP. You can actually train with this thing all day without shaking your fillings loose. The DASA trigger setup gives you options. First pull is longer and heavier, but follow-ups are crisp and short. It's ideal for folks who want a little extra safety without sacrificing speed once that first shot breaks. The ambidextrous controls, easy-to-rack slide, and ergonomic grip scream new shooter-friendly, but experienced folks will appreciate just how smooth this thing handles. Now, it's not without quirks. The mag release is European style, located on the trigger guard, and the manual safety is mandatory for takedown, which might feel clunky if you're used to more streamlined striker guns. But once you get the feel for it, it's easy to work with. If concealability is your only goal, this isn't your guy. But if you want a soft shooting, comfortable, confidence-building 380, the PK380 is an underrated gem that deserves way more attention. This is one of the most slept-on pistols in the 380 game. Classic looks, full metal frame, and a trigger that'll make you double-take the price tag. For under $300, this thing gives you PPK vibes without the PPK drama. The DASA trigger is smooth, especially in single action mode where it breaks clean and crisp. Double action is a bit longer, but manageable. Plus, you get that old-school decocker safety combo that makes it feel like a throwback in the best way. It's not striker-fired, and that's a good thing for those who prefer traditional mechanics and tactile safeties. The Thunder 380 fills the hand better than most micros, with just enough heft to tame the 380's bark. Weighing in around 20 ounces unloaded, it's no featherweight, but that extra mass translates to less felt recoil and better control, especially for newer shooters. You're working with 7+1 or 8+1 capacity, depending on the mag and real-deal sights you can actually use. No painted-on dots nonsense here. It's not pocket size, but it rides well in an IWB holster and is incredibly shootable. Reliability? Solid. Maintenance? Simple. Style? Absolutely got it. Sure, it's not modular, optics ready, or dripping in tactical accessories, but the Bursa Thunder 380 earns respect the old-fashioned way. Performance, price, and pure practicality. If you want a classy, hammer-fired 380 that won't break the bank, but might break expectations, this little Argentine workhorse is well worth a look. This one's for the folks who like their carry guns the way they like their whiskey. Small batch, smooth, and damn refined. The SIG P238 SAS is the kind of pistol you don't just carry, you admire. It's a micro 1911 chambered in 380 ACP, and SIG went all in on making it both functional and fancy. First off, the SAS in the name stands for SIG Anti-Snag, and they mean it. Everything on this pistol is melted and beveled. No sharp corners, no rough edges, just pure draw and fire efficiency. Whether it's riding in a pocket holster or deep inside your waistband, this gun pulls smooth like it was born to be carried. It weighs in around 15.2 ounces unloaded, with a barrel just under 2.7 inches, compact enough to disappear but heavy enough to soak up that 380 recoil like a champ. And the single-action trigger. It's straight out of a high-end 1911, crisp break, short reset, and no slop. You also get tritium night sight standard, because SIG doesn't mess around when it comes to sighting systems. Capacity sits at 6+1, which isn't record-breaking. But this thing was built for precision and comfort, not mag dump competitions. And let's be real, when you've got a gun this shootable, you're probably going to make that first shot count. It ain't cheap. But you're not just buying a gun, you're buying craftsmanship, reliability, and one of the classiest EDC options in the 380 world. The P238 SAS is a pocket-sized gentleman's piece that performs like a full-size warrior, smooth, accurate, and built like a Swiss watch. If you want premium carry in a micro package, this is it. Let's be honest, Glock doesn't really do surprises. They do consistency. And the Glock 42 is textbook Glock. Simple, reliable, and built like a tank in a tracksuit. But what makes this one special is that it takes all that Glock DNA and squeezes it into a 380 ACP package that's perfect for concealed carry. No frills, no gimmicks, just a smooth shooting, ultra-reliable pocket pistol that runs. At just 0.94 inches wide, the G42 is the thinnest Glock out there. It weighs in at a featherweight 13.8 ounces unloaded and stretches 5.94 inches long. That makes it super easy to conceal, whether you're running it in an IWB, ankle rig, or even a deep carry pocket setup. It's not the smallest gun on this list, but it hits the sweet spot between shootability and concealability, and that's no small feat. Capacity is 6+1, which may seem modest, but here's the thing. The Glock 42 is easy to shoot well. The recoil is soft, the trigger is predictable, and the ergonomics feels surprisingly natural, especially for folks who already carry a Glock 19 or Glock 43. It's got all the same manual of arms, which means less retraining and more muscle memory. That's huge for defensive carry. You also get the added bonus of Glock's insane aftermarket. Triggers, sights, holsters, whatever you want. It's out there. And of course, it's Glock reliable, dirty, wet, cheap ammo. It'll still eat it and ask for seconds. The G42 is for folks who want zero drama and full trust in their carry gun. It's not flashy, but it's not trying to be. It's Glock doing what Glock does best, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. The Ruger LCP Max didn't just improve on the original, it completely redefined what a Micro 380 can be. When Ruger dropped this bad boy, it made a loud statement in a very small package. You can have capacity, concealability, and real-world performance in a pistol that weighs less than a fast food burger. Let's hit the numbers first. 10+1 capacity in a gun that's just 10.6 ounces unloaded and 5.17 inches long. That's insane. And if you're feeling bold, Ruger even offers 12-round extended mags for when you want that pinky back and a couple extra friends in the mag. Unlike the original LCP, which felt like you were shooting a stapler, the LCP Max is shockingly shootable. The grip has been beefed up for better control. The trigger is cleaner, and the sights are real this time, not the milled bump kind. In fact, it comes with a tritium front night sight standard, which is a total win in this price bracket. It's hammer-fired and has a short, crisp break. The wide slide serrations help with grip, and the slide itself is surprisingly easy to rack for something this small. Whether you're deep, carrying in a pocket holster, or going light with an IWB, it disappears fast and draws smooth. Sure, it's still snappy, because physics. And while the recoil is more manageable than its predecessors, you're going to feel it in extended sessions. But for what it is, this thing slaps. The LCP Max is the current champ of 380 micro carry pistols. It's got the firepower, the concealability, and the upgrades that make it more than just a backup. This is one mouse gun that roars. There you have it, 9 of the best 380 concealed carry pistols rolling into 2025. Whether you're all about maximum capacity, ultra-slim profiles, or smooth 1911 vibes in a microframe, there's something on this list that'll fit your holster and your lifestyle. 380 isn't just a backup anymore, it's a legitimate EDC option with more firepower and performance than ever before. What matters most is carrying what works for you, and these picks deliver where it counts. If you got something out of this video, hit that like button, sub for more real-world gun reviews, and drop your favorite 380 down in the comments. Stay sharp, stay safe. Until next time, lock and load.